Do you know what $1 million city is? $1 million city is where the typical home cost is at least $1 million or more. Did you know that Arizona has two cities on this list? Do you know what they are? Well, today I'm going to talk about the Arizona cities on the $1 million city list and the fact that the United States has lost over $50 million cities since the housing market peaked. So, on this article here, US lost $58 million cities since the housing market last peaked in July. There are currently 464 US cities where the typical home value is $1 million or more, down from 522. Now, 190 of these cities are in California, more than the next 6 states combined. Then you have New York, San Francisco, and LA Metro with the other most $1 million cities. But you can see just how it has grown here and following the trend of just real estate in general and what we have seen in the growth and appreciation of pricing. And then when rates peaked, well, they started to go up from what they were. Then we saw that pullback. Now, my clients who are in the luxury buyers, most of them are cash buyers, so they weren't quite affected by mortgage rates, but different economic factors did impact their decision making. Now, one thing I liked, or at least didn't like, but I was interested in this article is California alone has $190 million cities, more than the next 6 states combined. But California has also lost $20 million cities since last July, more than any other state. And then Texas and New Jersey are next, losing $5 million cities each. Florida lost 4, Hawaii and Utah each lost 3. And then also, at the metro level, New York has the most $1 million cities with 90, which to me is mind blowing. I can't even, I've never been to New York, but to have that many just high net worth areas just in that metro, I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people there and a lot going on. But yeah, that was pretty interesting to see. Now, Arizona back in 2020, this is an old article, but in 2021 only had $1 million city. Now we do have someone else that has joined the chat of being $1 million city, and that is Carefree. So we have Paradise Valley and Carefree as Arizona's own $1 million cities. Now, Scottsdale was not on the list, just missing it, which I was slightly surprised. I thought for sure Scottsdale would have gone up there, but the median price in Scottsdale is around $800,000, with the average being above 1 million. But we're looking at median price here. And as we go into Carefree, you can see it is a much smaller market, gorgeous area north of Phoenix. So you're going to see these numbers shift, much more. I would say volatile, but a small change is going to make a big impact in the reporting, at least statistically. But median annual sales price is at 1.5 million. Average list percent sale almost at 96%, and a listing success rate of 87.5%, up from last month of 57%. But again, it's a much smaller market, so those swings are going to be much larger. But that for sellers in a luxury market to have a listing success rate of over 80% is, that is a good good sign for sellers. But then you look at the month's supply of inventory, again, down quite a bit, but smaller market, so it's going to make much bigger changes and swings. But let's show you a little bit of where Carefree is if you're not familiar. So here is my website. If you're looking to do your own home search, go to arizonalife.net. I'll put a link in the description so you can do your own search for Carefree and Paradise Valley. But there's Phoenix, and there's Carefree north of Phoenix. So slightly, just pulled away a little bit, but not too far. But yeah, gorgeous homes all the way up to 11.4 million, almost 11.5, and just beautiful areas to check out. And heading over to Paradise Valley, again, a larger market, but still not large by any compared to some areas, but it is, been known as one of the luxury areas in Phoenix Metro with some beautiful homes. Currently the most expensive home listed in Paradise Valley is $75 million. Gorgeous, is going to be insane, but you don't have to spend $75 million. If you're looking at the median price point, still beautiful homes with great views. And if we compare, the stats from Carefree to Paradise Valley, just to show you, where we're at here, the listing success rate is 65%. Now, typically, just in the market as a whole, not luxury, 65% it's still, a balanced good market. When you get below that, then it becomes a buyer's market. But the luxury market is different in that regard. And then you look at, where the sales are. So it was on paper a seller's market in Paradise Valley, even when things shifted. Now things have settled down a little bit. On paper, it is still a seller's market, and we'll get into that in a second. But things have slowed down a little bit, and we'll see as this trend continues what happens in this luxury market. But right now, your median annual sales price is over $3 million, and your average monthly sales is 3.4 million. So really not a huge discrepancy in your median to average, but down from last month of 5 million, but up from last quarter of 3 million. You can see where it was a year and 2 years ago. Now your contract ratio, and this is more in line with luxury market of what we're seeing, but it is 25.4, and then down from 29 and 27. And you see it only got up to 112 and 107 over the last year or two. Now the Cromford Market Index, you can see where it was. Now above 100 is a seller's market. Below 100, really below 90, is a buyer's market. And again, that changes with luxury. And you can see it up from last quarter, down from last month, but still above 100 at 122. So that is what we're seeing there. And then if you're not familiar with Paradise Valley, near Scottsdale, just a little north of Phoenix, northeast, but some gorgeous homes from $75 million. But if that's not quite your budget, there are other options available that might be, more in line of what you're looking for. But those are what we're seeing with the $1 million cities. Now, do you think that we're going to see more cities fall off? Now, it would not surprise me. Again, who knows what this crazy market, this crazy economy is going to do. But as long as people are looking to invest in real estate, it'll be a trend and some data I'm going to continue to follow. And when I start seeing some changes, I'll definitely let you know. But if you're looking, again, just to browse, see what you can check out, hit the links in the description, and you can start your own home search and get your own luxury property. And if you're looking to make a move to Carefree, to Paradise Valley, or anywhere in Arizona, reach out. Happy to help, happy to get you the best deal possible. Talk about what that looks like, making that move to Arizona. And this is Rich Brecklin, Real Broker. Watch this next video, and I'll see you next time.